Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Python Brains. Hope you all are well students. As you already know, in the previous session we start tuples. And in the previous session we learn about how we can declare the tuple, how we can access the tuple element and how we can traversing the tuple, right? So in today's session we start with the new topics of tuple, that is comparing tuples, operations of tuple and deleting of tuple. If you have any doubt in the previous topic or in the basics of the tuples, then first of all, please watch the previous video. You can find out the link of that particular video in the description of this video. So we start our today's session, students. So our first topic is what all are the similarities of tuples with list and strings. So we have basic four similarities. One is a len function, then indexing and slicing. Next, we are having a membership operator, and next we are having a concatenation and replication operator. So len function we are using in list also, a string also, and in tuple also. Indexing and slicing also are in the same way, and membership operator also in and not in. We use in all three data types, the list, string, and the tuples. Let's take few examples of this student so you can really understand these topics. I'm having one tuple. Okay. Now I just want to use the slicing operation. So I write T. T is the tuple name. 3 is the starting value. Ending value is not there. And the step value is also not there. The step value is not there. Then what happened? That means by default it is 1. We know that, right? So start from 3. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. Start from 4 to end. It simply displays. I write 5 and T. 5 and T. Yes, 5 is there. In means that is present in the tuple. So that's why it is true. I write 36 and T. So that is not present in the tuple. That's why it returns false. Let's take few example of this student. Suppose that I'm having one simple string. 5. S is my string. So now I write S 3 column simply. So that is false. Okay, so what is that, student? Simply, I'm using slicing operation with a string. Next, I'll just take one example of a list. The same slicing method I'm using with list. So the same way, okay, I'm using here slicing method with list. The same S is equal to, now I am defining one tuple, students here. Okay, the same method. So this is the way. So what you understand in this, that there are some basic operation that we can use in string also, in list also, and in tuples also in the same way. There is no difference. Same if you just want to use the len method. So len method functionality is same for all. For list also, for tuple also, for string also. Okay, student, comparison of tuple. Comparison of tuple means what? How we can compare two tuples. Simply, I'm having two tuples, T1 and T2. So I just want to compare that. How we can compare it, students? I'm having one tuple, T1, 2, 3, 4. Simply. Okay. And T2 is my tuple, 7, 8, and 9. Simply. I write T1 is greater than T2. Okay. Now, students, some students having doubt that, ma'am, 3 elements are there in T1 and 3 elements are there in T2. So, number of elements are same. That's why the tuples are equal. No, that is not true, student. It compare all the values element by element. Okay. It compare all the values element by element, students. Okay. So 2 compared by 7. So 2 is less than 7. So if we find any difference in the first case, so there is no need to compare rest of the element. If first elements are equal, then only we move to the next element. So that is false because 2 is less than 7 and I write 2 is greater than 7. T1 is greater than T2. That's why it returns false. So simply we can use comparison in this way. There are few examples in the slide also, students. Here T3 is equal to 7, 8, 9. Okay. And T4 is equal to again 7, 8, 9. T5 is equal to 9, 10, and 11. And T3 is equal to T5. So again, the same thing I just want to explain. If three elements are there and three is there, that doesn't mean that the tuple is equal. No, it compare by element, student. If I write T3 is equal to T4, then it is true because elements are also same. Okay. And we always use any comparison operator. Okay. Greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to, double, equal to. You can use any comparison operator for the comparison of tuples. Now next we are having student. Suppose that some students trying to compare any integer value with any string value. That is not possible, students. Okay. Because if you just want to try this type of comparison, it shows an error. Okay. So you can compare integer with integer. You can compare integer with float. You can compare string with string. That is okay. But if you just want to try that the integer comparison with the string comparison, that is not possible, student. Okay. Next, see here. If I just want to compare two string values, student, like B is here, small b and capital B. So this comparison basically happen with the help of a ASCII value. Now, ASCII value is what? We know that the small a ASCII value is 97 and the capital A ASCII value is 65. So B is 66 and small b is, we know that start with the 97, that is 98 and this is 66. So on the basis of the ASCII value, it compare all the values. Same in that case also, students. See, the all letters are same, but the last letter is different in that case. Okay. So the comparison may place on the basis of this last letter. Okay. And we know that the smaller alphabets having the greater value, greater ASCII value as compared to the greater one. Okay, students. Next, we are having student tuple operations. We have a two tuple operations, students. One is a concatenation and second one is a replication. Okay. So we start with the concatenation, student. Concatenation is what? Concatenation operator is used to join two tuples. Okay. We can use concatenation in a string also. The same working is there. We use plus sign for concatenation. But there is one rule for concatenation, student, that both the operand must be of tuple type. If you just want to concatenate one tuple or one number, so that is not possible, student. That shows an error. Now we just try the concatenation operator on ideally also. This will give you a better clarity. Okay, students, let's take one example. T1 is equal to 3, 4, 5. Okay. And T2 is equal to, here I am writing hello and hi. Okay, students. So now if I am writing T3 is equal to T1 plus T2, then in that case, student, what happened? My concatenation operation performed. Okay, T1 concatenated with T2 and store in the variable T3. Now, if I just want to print T3, so you can see T1 is concatenated with T3. T1 is concatenated with T2. Okay. Now, there is one more example, student. This example will give you more clarity, student. If I am writing here like this is my tuple. Okay. I just want to concatenate this tuple with 5. Now, some students having confusion, ma'am, this is also a tuple, then why it shows an error? Yes, this shows an error. Why? Because the reason is this is not a tuple, this is considered as an integer value. Okay. As I discussed this point in the previous session also, student, if you just want to declare any single element tuple, then in that case, we always write comma there, like this, students. Okay, like this. This is the way how we can declare a single element. Okay, then only it works. If you write like this consider as an integer, and we know that tuple is always concatenated with tuple. Next, we move to the replication operator, student. For the replication operator, we always use a asterisk sign. And there is one more rule for replication, that there is one number and one tuple. If both numbers are there, then we have a problem. If both tuples are there, then we have a problem in that. So if I write like this, there is one tuple. I replicate this tuple with 2, then it's repeat this tuple 2 times because repetition of tuple. Okay. If you just want to try like this, students, this is my tuple. If you just want to replicate this tuple with any other tuple, this shows an error because that is not possible, students. Okay. Now next move to the student next topic, that is the deleting of the tuple. Deleting of the tuple, we know that students tuples are immutable in nature. Tuples are immutable in nature, that means what? That we cannot make any changes in that. So if you just want to delete any tuple, so you can delete the complete tuple. That's not possible that you can delete any single element of the tuple. That is not possible, students. Okay, so let's take one example, students, in this also. Let's take the deletion of the tuple, students. So suppose that I am having one tuple, T1 is equal to 2, 3, and 4. Now I just want to access any one element of the tuple like this, T1. Okay, so you can access this or print it, no problem in that case. So we can access any single element in the tuple, but if I just want to delete that element, then let's see what happens, students. If I just want to delete the first element of that particular tuple, then it is not possible because tuples are immutable and that is not possible. If I delete the entire tuple T1, then the command executed successfully. Okay, now you can check T1 is not exist in my system. So this is the way how we can use the deleting operation of the tuple, student. So in today's session, we learn about the comparison of tuples. We learn about the operations of tuples, that is concatenation and replication, and we learn about the deletion of tuples. So students, I hope all the concepts are clear to you now. If you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section or you can mail us. If you like my video, do press the like button, share your views in the comment section, students. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon to get the updates of my upcoming videos. Till then, keep watching, keep studying.